Hello, welcome back, everyone, to session 47 of our Pathfinder 2nd Edition campaign. I've got loads of spaghetti in my mouth. It's hard to speak. How's everyone doing?
Good.
Yeah, pretty good, pretty good.
Yay. Okay,
Oh.
cool. Well,
I've just realised something. I've used the wrong overlay. Hopefully that wasn't last session as well. Just going to swap that back. Ugo was very briefly... No, Ugo was very briefly raised from the dead.
oh yeah, Ugo's... Oh, he's gone, okay. Wow, yeah.
And Yarrow was back with us.
Yeah, that's a bit of a throwback. That's like a year ago.
Yeah.
Feel like shit,
Well,
just
no.
want him back.
Hey, Hugo has been probably dead for a year now. That's mad.
Well, we've only been playing this campaign for just over a year, so probably
Yeah, I
not,
know, but like, a year
It
has passed.
doesn't feel like it.
It's still fresh to me.
Yeah, I know. It's well, anyway, so let's begin if everyone's ready then.
Yeah.
Okay, so last we left off, the adventurers had just taken on the Gauntlet, which is run by the Whisperleaf Collective, a group of monks/druids who worship the Trespasser. You took on their challenge, which was to get to round 5, which is basically fighting a gauntlet of increasingly difficult opponents until you got to 6 level 5 ones, which you managed to defeat quite well, and you actually went way further than that. So you got a bunch of treasure, which is still to be mostly sorted, but you've had a look at some of the things you like on there. And you've got the 2 monks in front of you, so we'll just get started then. So after a moment, the 2 monks who gave you the bag step aside, and a third monk kind of appears out of like a whoosh of like wind and leaves before you. She is taller than the others, and she pulls down her cloak to reveal the face of what seems to be a middle-aged drow, with black leaves woven into her silver hair. She's still wearing the same kind of brownish cloak as the rest of them. She motions with her hand, and you all feel a wave of refreshing magic wash over you, and you feel well rested. So yeah, don't worry about having taken damage. Congratulations, adventurers. You fought well, she says. My name is Elvala, and I am the leader of this temple. You have passed our challenge, so you have our ear.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for the bag of goodies. Why have I gone Australian? Not sure what's that all about.
The treasure is yours to keep, and that is a taste of what we provide to those who treat us well. We were always looking for adventurers for their services.
Services are you after?
Mostly contracts, short-term contracts for us. There are monsters across Adana in which we wish to become the stewards of.
You mean to hunt these creatures and bring them to you
Yes.
for your games?
Not for our games, for our protection.
Well, then, what were those creatures we fought?
I assure you, it's absolutely harmless.
I appreciate that, but where did they come from? There's some rather strange things we fought.
They came from our collection. They are monsters that over the years we have had various contracts from High Lords to remove pests from their territories. That goes all the way from implings to basilisks and behirs.
See, that's rather strange to me, because I've heard your names lumped in with a lot of criminal gangs. Is this legal work or?
It is unregulated.
I see.
It is in a grey zone.
How do we get them in here without taking them through the city?
The same way that your friend, and she nods to Kalsva, carries around his companion.
Okay.
I mean, mine goes in there willingly.
Well, the runes work the same.
Gotta catch them all.
Yeah.
So, was it just for the treasure that you took our challenge, or did you intend to work for us?
I think
Please.
I think the intention was to work with you.
To what end?
I look at the others, kind of like, how much do we want to say here?
Hmm. Hmm. Can we like maybe gather for a second?
Sure. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, if you just like group huddle, have a
So every so often, if someone just like pokes their head up and looks over at them, then
Yeah, it looks fair. Yeah. Should we trust them?
I don't know about trust, but you don't need to trust everyone that you use. I believe they'll use us and we'll use them.
I totally agree. I do not disagree with that.
At the very least, they might know where those leaders, how to deal with those leaders of the Hellfast gang.
Repositories of information here might also prove very valuable if we can gain access to their libraries. Their understanding of not just the physical layout, but the structures of power in the city might be useful.
They might have information for them about the more esoteric goings on as well. Those elementals, a shad.
A good point.
I'd bet good money that Ignis, some point, probably going to put pressure on these guys to use those beasts in the war. That was no longer going to be an issue for them.
Do we know what side they're on? Or are they just a third-party observer?
No matter what side they're on, I think they don't want to see their menagerie become menage gone.
Very,
Menage dead. Menage a
common.
trois.
I don't think you're using that word right.
I think I'm using it perfectly correctly, Calcifer.
Is that Elvish? Or...
Faranese, I think.
Faranese, yes. That's the word I was looking for. There was a book someone took a while ago that I happened across.
Had we established before that Faranese was basically just French?
Yeah.
Or is that
Yeah.
now canon?
No, it was already canon.
Okay.
Yeah, all that last campaign, one had a French accent. I just didn't do it.
Yeah, that was lucky, right?
Yeah, you really had to listen for it.
Okay, so how much do we want to tell these people?
I think we should let them know that we're after the leaders of the Hellfast gang, at least.
Or if there is a way to deal with them.
Or if there's a way to deal with them. or information on weak points in the Hellfast gang, at least.
I-
We need the library.
Maybe we can try and persuade them.
Yeah. What about the rest of you? What do you think?
I don't really know.
Yeah, not really sure. I'll leave it to you guys.
These are the people of the Trespasser, right? What's the formal name of this group?
The
Whisper
Whisper Leaf.
The Whisper Leaf Collective. That's right.
Yes. She says, well, if you do plan on coming back at any time, you're also welcome. If you need some time to collect yourself or thoughts.
What other services do you offer to those who are favored by your group?
Our most secretive dealings, unfortunately, you are not ranked high enough in our group to know about those.
Do we need to stab more monsters to get that high?
You'll have to get to at least rank around 10 in the gauntlet for that.
Does rank 7 by you?
Yes.
What does?
What does rank 7 get you? She says, you have our ear. You have, if you wish to be inordinated into our group, you can be. If you wish to do a contract for us, you can do. If you wish to browse our library, you can do.
Oh, can I visit the animals?
The animals are our livelihood. It is something that's I could offer you a tour. I would have to assign you a monk.
That's fine. I would like a tour.
Very well. Maybe come back another time. We can organize that.
Okay.
You've got to get the animals ready.
Yeah, put the best foot forward. I would be particularly keen to visit your library at some point.
Yes. Am I right in believing that you have a loaning business as well?
We do lend money as well.
Cool. Is there any discounts or waivers for certain ranks or?
Yes. Well, the higher you are in our group, the more favorably our terms will affect you. That's for sure.
Gotcha.
But we do not make a habit of lending money to those who may not be able to pay it back.
Perfectly understandable.
Very well. She clicks her fingers and turns around and says, if you wish to come to the library, let me show you around the temple. And you will be free to come and go from this part at least.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay, so the two other monks sort of go away. And she takes you down over here. How do I unlock this now? I can't remember. Oh, like that. All right. Oh yeah. So okay. So you're all led in through here.
Are we okay to move ourselves?
Yeah, I'll just move you all. I think
Alright,
actually,
okay.
I'll just move you straight to the left.
Library.
Oh, why is it? Why is not everyone moved?
Whee! Oh, it's dark. Oh, no, I'm...
D-
You all just slid past me there.
Ah!
Oh, there we go. Hello.
There you
Oh,
go.
I see a person.
I'm all alone. Oh, there we go.
I'm all alone too.
I'm all alone.
Help. Ah!
All right, so yeah, she shows you to a sort of dimly lit, dark corner of the temple, where stacks of books. I mean, they don't have. There's not a massive library. It's not like a huge arcanum kind of records area,
Mm.
but it's big enough. It's got plenty of books on various creatures. Like you feel like you could definitely read up about a creature if you had a creature in mind. Here. Otherwise, maybe a bit of information on lore, but other than that,
When you say creature, do you mean like kind of beasts or like, you know, an exact
yeah, like say they gave you a contract for something, you could probably go and read about it in the library before you went off and
Okay.
If we wanted a
hunted for it.
griffin, we could probably find some stuff on griffins and things.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
So feel free to use this whenever. Yes, being being ordained into the temple, or being rank 5 in the temple, basically means that you can come and go from this area.
I would. So, from what I gather, your faith is not necessarily a majority faith in Adana.
It is not.
How do people come to know about your faith? How do we know that, your God is an awesome God that we should follow?
We generally do not wish to convert. If we could, people would be drawn to the trespasser themselves. So we tend to keep our own secretive selves hidden away. If you wish to learn more about the trespasser, I implore you to take on our challenges, take on our quests, and I guarantee that you will feel closer to the trespasser by the end of it.
That's slightly suspicious.
Slightly ominous.
Yeah.
Being closer to the
Yeah.
trespasser.
Mm.
Very well. We might have a look at it next time we're out of the city.
Most in Adana do not understand us. There are a lot of overlanders, you could say, who do not respect our beliefs. For them, the Padrin is the only thing worthy of worship. And anyone else is a heretic. So it is best to keep to yourselves when you're on task.
Overlanders? Do you mean like surface dwellers or something?
Yes.
Right. Okay. Question. Do you have any books on Azira history or lore or anything?
Azura.
Yeah, you have things on different creatures, and I imagine there's a lot of monsters people take as folklore.
She begins kind of thumbing through a section of the library. In the section of creatures, she goes over to alphabeticized. She goes over to C, then over to B, then over to A. It's like looking for it through a zero. After a moment, she pulls out a book, which looks a bit. It looks a bit rough. Like it looks a bit beaten up. Like the leather cover and the various pages inside seem a bit either like they've been doused in water or something at some point and been dried. It's just a bit wrinkled. she begins flicking through, and when she gets to a page that is entitled Azira, like a good half the page has been torn out, and there's like there's a number of other pages as well in the book that have been torn out as well.
Someone wasn't very happy with this book.
Or maybe they wanted to take it with them.
Yes. Well, I think that's the only place that's we had any mention of that. Feels like it's yes. I'm sorry. We when it comes to Azira, we do not have much record. We do not have any real contacts with them.
Interesting.
Very well. If there's anything else you wish to know, yeah, feel free to come back.
Very good.
Right. Well, she'll guide you out then.
Yep.
Where are you gonna head back to?
It might be wise if we just have a quick chat about what we want to do next somewhere.
Uh
Yeah.
I feel like it might just be wise just to have a quick.
I thought we were getting into combat there.
huh.
Get out.
All right. So yes, walking out, you head your way back. I guess through the Undercity. As you're walking back through the town, you just have a moment to chat.
Well, I feel so much better now for getting that out of my system.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it going to be an habit? Be a habit? You exploding at us?
Well, to tell you the truth, this feeling comes over me that is like quite all-consuming. It wants me to consume fire, to spread it, to. I still do not think I am very good at controlling it.
This is the first day I've seen you using these powers, so I wouldn't expect you to be able to control it day one.
I could control my powers day one.
Yeah,
Same here.
well, you're you.
I did.
I didn't go burning other members of the party.
There was
Not cool.
I'm afraid you're going to have to probably just get used to that.
No.
Get used to burning.
There's no getting used to being set on fire by people who are supposed to be on my side. You are the one that needs to rein it in. I'm not the one that needs to get used to it.
Cascus laughs and chuckles a bit. He finds it funny. Your reception to it.
Now look. There's not much air up here to singe, frankly. You should burn me a bit. I don't really care that much. But you really hurt Ank.
the truest crime.
Yeah, you didn't let yourself down. Wait, you didn't. Wait, was it you let yourself down? What are you doing?
But most importantly, you let Hank down.
If it was not for what happened at the end, we might not have got through that round.
Look, I'm just saying, if he starts walking around like a Sphinx dog,
That's a thing.
I don't know, could be, if he has his way with him.
Also, it's worth taking note that that is a place where we cannot die forever. We are fine. Out here and out of the city, we can.
Well, I have to just say again that I do not have control of my powers all that much at the moment, so I cannot be held fully responsible for my actions.
I think I might have seen you smiling before you blew up the second time.
No, I'm sure that was just a. I mean, I was
Heat of the
covered in.
heat of the moment, was it?
I don't know
Fuck
how you saw
you.
me. I was covered in flames and ash. It was I'm completely consumed at that
This
point.
fire thing isn't your fault, but it is your responsibility. And you need to do something about it.
He kind of just
Consider therapy.
he just twizzles on the spot, looks away, and says, "So what are we going to do?"
Right.
Consider carrying a bucket of water with you.
Yeah.
I want to look into this Houtfast gang. I don't feel comfortable going towards the garrison without proper insurance and an idea as to what we've got. I want to get a clearer idea as to how we manage the equipment that we've got, gold that we've got to buy resources for the heist. I want to focus on the Hellfast gang until we have that narrowed down.
Okay. Well, while you are doing that, I am going to reacquaint myself with, or try to get a meeting with two individuals, Prince Olithisius, Deneva Darther. And if you require my talents, you know where to find me.
I do need to talk to you before you go. Alone.
Yeah. That is okay.
All right. I'm thirsty anyway.
Do you want to try and say that again, Gasper?
No, it's fine. You two just have your little chat.
Yep. I have an idea. We should go and talk about it in the pub.
Yeah, I bet it's way more fun than their secret idea.
I think it is a good idea.
All right, so you arrive at the Heads Heavy Rest. Find your way off into separate groups, I guess. Cyan, did you take
Yeah.
take?
I wanted to
Cascus.
take Cascus. Yeah.
Okay, so you take him to your room.
My goodness.
Eyebrow waggle. So, what the fuck was that about?
What was what about? You mean the powers?
No. That I don't know about. I feel like you know. I feel like there's something that happened that you're a bit sketchy about. You'll tell me about that when you're ready, if you're ready. I'm fine with that. People change. It's a thing. Before that, now, correct me if I'm wrong, you seem to be egging me on. You brought up Ignis, and you put this idea in my head that you wouldn't be complaining if he died. Why?
Well, you have basically said since we first met that you wanted his head on a spike.
Up until now, you've been more cautious about it.
Perhaps I got bored with your incessant position on it.
And why are you different now?
I think it is only natural for me to change a little bit after, dealing with something pretty heavy. You want it. Come on, Cyan. You want him dead.
I do want him dead, but I want my mother.
And you.
And I can't-
Just to clarify, your mum is where is?
As far as I know, my mother's body was never found.
Okay.
But she was there when Ignis attacked. And I do know that he took some people.
Okay. Do we know that?
I think I brought it up before that he did take some people. I don't think I.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Okay, fine. Well, n-
As much
You
as
want-
I want him dead now, if he has my mother somewhere, I need him alive until I find out where that is.
well, why did we make a deal? Hmm? I
What?
will. I will help you on both accounts. But you do have to kill him.
Why do you want him dead? Previously, you couldn't care either way.
Yeah, because it's what you want, no?
You don't give a shit what I want.
I am hurt. I have cared for you greatly since we've been here. I could count it on 3 or 4 hands.
Right. Okay, and what do you want? So you want me to kill him?
I just
Which
want
I
you
will
to
do.
get what you want from this. You know, revenge is a soothing balm on the soul. I just want that for you.
Okay, but I need you to keep an eye. Get an idea from him. Like, any idea, like, how long he's going to be here, where he's staying. If you can. That'll give me some leads.
Very good. Would you like me to raise it with the others? If it comes up.
If it comes up.
Very good.
All right, so we'll go over to Hanira. You wanted to speak with Calcifer. Do you bring in? Are you going to bring Henning along as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Have no one to go with.
All right. So what did you want to talk about?
I think we should try and find some magic item that means we can talk to each other at long distance, or at least track each other's location. Even just 2 would be good. So if we split into 2 people, not into 2 parts, then we can still find each other. But I don't know if any exists in this game. I know there's some in D&D, but yeah, I don't know. So yeah, if I know any, that would be good.
I agree.
There may be a arcane inventor that you may be able to go and see.
Yes, that is a good point.
Hmm. That's good.
That is all I wanted to talk about. Also,
Many of us do. So that would be a good idea.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is there something else?
Also, you said? Joanne?
Me or
Joanne?
Right, Joanne.
no, Joanne? Is she here now? She gone?
An era?
Can't hear you if you're talking.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, also, fucking Gus! Shooting me! Not shooting me! Making me catch on fire!
Maybe we should carry around a big bucket of water in case that happens.
If he does that again, I'm gonna kill him!
Understandable.
Nobody hurts me and gets away with it, I'm telling you!
I see.
Oh,
Very
right,
strong.
right.
How should I be? I wasn't here. Did I get hit by that?
We all got hit by it.
I think everyone. I think pretty much everyone.
Yeah.
No, you didn't. You didn't, no.
Okay.
You didn't.
There
To be
was
honest, I don't
another
really
one
see-
you did. There was another one you did which did
Yeah,
get
but he
us.
was already down then.
He was already down, yes.
I was already down. He was kicking me while I was down.
Yeah.
Actually, I think you missed Henning when you did it. That's
I
it.
think.
Actually, I don't really see a big deal about.
Yeah, I don't think you were
Okay.
conscious when you got burnt up.
So I don't really remember it. However, in the dream I was having while unconscious, it did get quite hot.
I don't like his attitude.
It is a
I
bit
think-
of a shitty
I
attitude.
think we
for
should kick him out of the group.
Well,
All right. Look, I feel I might be a little, might be getting a little hot-headed.
let's just tell him, please, in future, try not to burn your teammates.
I did, and he said that I've just got to get used to being on fire.
Well, maybe. No, okay. Yes. Well, perhaps you need to explain to him that it's really not very nice to set fire to your teammates, and he needs to try to stop doing it. I mean, look at me. Have I set fire to any of you yet?
Though, I will say,
Yeah.
it was effective. Maybe not the first time, but the second.
Whose side are you on? I'm the one that's just paid for your beer. I paid for a beer.
Well, this changes everything.
Well,
Yeah.
damn, suddenly, apparently the price of my opinion is one beer. I was just thinking maybe we could get... If he's going to keep doing it, maybe we can get some stuff to protect us from it.
Oh yeah, but he should pay for it.
I think you might struggle to get him to see it that way.
And he's just been being very odd and doing things out of the group's interest recently.
True.
He gave that letter to the head of the military. Ah, what's his name?
I gave it to Tenevar Darvin.
Thank you. To Tenevar Darvin when I was supposed to read it at the council meeting that I had arranged. So I'm just gonna turn up and be like, oh, sorry, my friend, I do quote air quotes, already gave you the letter and it's probably already been eaten by a dragon or something.
Maybe. Colleague, maybe.
You can tell you feel very strong about this. But it'll be okay.
No, it won't be okay, because if things go wrong, my family are gonna die. He doesn't even like his brother.
That's true. That's true.
Did Cascus tell us about having to kill his dad?
No.
No, I've not mentioned it.
Okay.
As far as I know, there's still an open contract on his brother.
Yeah, you also know that but nobody ever followed up on it, about him having a meeting with his dad and his brother before we left to leave Port Dowron and head to, I don't know.
Wait, your
No,
dad was there?
Yes, he came to the port city just before we left, basically.
I think it was a behind-the-scenes thing, which is why we forgot.
We've never gone through that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, anyway. So Cascus and Cyan eventually come back down from their meeting.
Did we hear Hanera yelling? At the
Yeah.
top of the voice?
Yeah.
Cascus flicks her a couple coin and says, maybe buy yourself a drink. I hear that changes your perception of things around here.
Okay, everyone. Simmer down. Oh, wrong word. Calm down.
Oh god, those puns are going to get annoying.
No, we don't need things to get that heated.
Stop it.
Well, it sounds like we have a bit of a plan now of what to do.
So Lauren comes over with a couple of drinks and hands them out to you. All right, adventurers.
All right.
Yeah, you've got some company.
Oh, great.
Oh.
Did you not hear about the human ship that is on by the docks? Word's spreading quite quickly.
What's the ship
No.
called?
Don't know what the name is, but it was sporting a banking guild flag.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck
shit.
a duck.
Just to let you know.
Cheers, the heads up.
No worries. I'll let you know if anyone inquires about anything. And he goes back off to where he was hanging out before.
Right, change of plan. I need to get that done ASAP.
Well, we do not know who it is yet. My assumption is that it will be pretty clear who it is.
Oh, who's it gonna be?
Well, perhaps one Elise Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
Some of the diplomats, maybe, if not.
They know our faces. Not a problem for me, but for...
Well, they know my old face.
That is correct. For Miss Malfire, we may have a problem. If you wish to continue your activity in the court.
Well, there's nothing else for me to do, is there?
I'm gonna have a look at this ship. See if I can spot anyone that might cause any problems.
Good idea.
Okay, so yeah, you'll have to go down to like the Moon District to have a peek from the dock side. Is anyone going to go with you? Just going to go alone?
Go alone.
Yeah, I'm gonna go alone.
Probably
Yeah.
better, at least for me not to come with you.
Yeah, cool. So, all right, sneaking through the town and coming up to the water line. It's like a key kind of deal. So it's raised up a little bit, and you see the statue of Aritzar to your right. You see in the distance, just moored up with a couple of rowboats coming to and fro, is a ship of the line, a very large three-tiered cannon sort of ship. One with sporting a number of flags: the flag of the merchant company, the Adana Merchant Company, a flag of the banking guild, and then a third flag of the six-pointed star that you remember from before.
Yeah.
It's just sort of the ship sits ominously just on the horizon. It's huge. It's absolutely massive.
It's not moored into port or anything.
No, yeah, it's sort of just hovering in the bay, anchored down with rowboats coming to and fro. You can't quite make it. Do you have like a telescope?
There is a spyglass
A spyglass,
in
yeah.
the loot bag.
Yeah, we can say you brought that with you.
Okay, yeah, that would have made sense. It's a fine spyglass. As
Cool.
well.
Make me a perception check.
Perception. $20.
Okay, you can't quite make out people's faces. But there does seem to be a number of people getting ready to disembark the ship, including someone who seems to be their captain, but you can't quite make out their face. They're just wearing very fine, puffy kind of Renaissance era clothing.
Can I tell if it looks like a man or a woman or?
Yeah, it looks like a man. I've got a number of armed guards beside him, sort of lined up, and he's just going back and forth, talking to them at the moment.
I don't see any familiar like silhouettes of people or.
No, not with that perception check.
Okay. I'm gonna whisper to Nyx to travel on ahead, and I'm gonna wait around because if people are planning on disembarking, I want to keep an eye out for when they come closer.
Yeah.
And
You notice actually
let people-
nearby, about 30 or 40 feet away, a number of House Kaidas soldiers, not Garenia, not guards, but like loyal to House Kaidas themselves, are just waiting on the docks, and next to them seems to be someone you don't recognize. I guess a captain. You haven't been around the palace much, so you probably haven't even recognize this person. But they're just sort of talking amongst each other, and he's sort of pointing over to the ship, and you sort of overhear slightly them saying that they're sort of waiting for them to dock up.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and find somewhere to hide and just kind of post up until something interesting happens, if anything interesting happens for today. And I'm gonna send Nix to let the others know what's going on.
Cool. Okay. Right. So yeah, you find a space just have like up on the wall somewhere, just to hide up. The rest of you get Nix. Nix appears and she just lets you know what's going on.
Intriguing. Well, Lady Malfire, would you like to come with me to court? It might be useful to hang around for the next couple hours.
Okay.
He takes her hand as he tries to anyway. Probably gets slapped away. That puts some of his courtly airs and graces to you in a kind of mock thing.
So you're going to the palace?
I think so, yeah. That strikes me as a place that they'd probably go. And to mill around would be the place I think we'd want to be.
Sure.
To get a sense of what's going on.
Cool. Okay, so you head over there. What, Henning and Calcifer, do you have any plans?
You go and find the magic thing that lets us communicate.
Ah, yes, let's do that.
Yeah, maybe do some thinking or some looking around for.
And before I go, can I try again to? How long has it been since we met the hag?
How long does it need to have been?
Let me just check. I think it's 2 weeks, or maybe a week.
2, 3, 4. Hang on, let me just.
1 week. I need it to 1 week.
So I take notes of the session dates. So last time you met the hag was session 36.
Which was it was on the full moon, right?
Yeah. 36 was the 84th day of spring, and this is the first day of summer. Is it? Yeah.
Good. 1 more day. Okay. It's been 6 days, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Tomorrow I will try and put in those spells on my spellbook, but can I put in the gravity well spell that we got from the loot in my spellbook? It just takes 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, okay, yeah, I think that's enough.
Cool.
Just before we go.
Okay, cool. Right, yeah. So Henning and Calcifer.
Yeah, maybe try and do either some thinking or looking around, see if we can find some form of communication device between the party, and maybe something to protect us from friendly fire. I do know the item out of game, but I don't know what the Calcifer does. I know in the remaster they're kind of doing away with recipes for, formulas for anything that's common.
Yeah.
But yeah, just kind of in character, looking around for those things.
Okay. What is the item?
Backfire mantle. There's 2 versions of it, though the second one might be a bit more than we want to spend on this.
Okay. It is not uncommon.
Hmm.
Fine, that's fine. Yeah, yeah. You can go see Loranda, and he almost certainly sells something like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you head off there. Yeah. All right. We'll go to Cyan. So, all right. So Cyan, you continue to watch the ship, them dismantling the ship. After a while, the captain and a number of those people get off the ship onto a rowboat and start to make their way towards the docks nearby where you are. After a little while, the Sidon troops, the House Kaidas soldiers that are waiting on the docks for the rowboat to arrive, they're joined by Daeron Kaidas. Like a number of guards follow him, and he comes and sort of shakes hands with the captain who is waiting there already. They sort of talk amongst each other, and then eventually Duranda Ignis as well stood there as well, and they all sort of begin standing on the edge of the docks, quite a distance from you at this point.
I'm gonna try and sneak closer. Try and find like a rooftop or something that's closer to them.
Yeah. Okay. So I think probably where you are at the moment is probably this as yeah, I suppose there is. Yeah, you could get to rooftops closer. All right, make me a perception check and make me a stealth check as well.
Okay.
A stealth check.
That was almost a nat 20.
Yeah.
24.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use a legend point on my stealth check.
Have you used one today?
Oh, have I?
Did you use one in
I think
the
I used
gauntlet?
one in the gauntlet.
Yeah, then you have.
Okay, ignore that one then.
Okay, cool. 22. That's fine. You find your way onto one of the rooftops nearby. You are still a bit of a distance away from them, but with the spyglass, you can sort of make out what they're up to. Eventually, the rowboat arrives and they disembark. The humans. They shake hands, and you notice now that they're a lot closer. The captain is Don Marine.
On Marine.
Who you obviously the last you saw him, he just escaped during the fight at the capital in Port Edron.
Yeah.
Alongside Elise Farrankar, but she's not there. She doesn't seem to be here this time. It's just him, and then a number of his retinue. They shake hands and sort of bow with Daeron Kaidas and then a number of people along the line, and then they are escorted up towards Arms Square and up towards the palace.
Okay. I'm gonna carry on following them, but I'm going to keep my eye most closely on Mr. Phoenix Bastard, Duranda, to see if he peters off anywhere or anything.
All right. So we'll go to Cascus and Hanera. So it's quite quiet in the capital. You're not quite sure what's going on. There's a number of people just kind of stood around, not really doing very much. But compared to how the hustle and bustle usually is, there's nothing going on in the throne room at the moment. You know, there's usually someone sat on the throne, sort of like taking charge for the day or whatever. But today there's nothing.
Is that just because everyone's like chilling out after the Summer Change Festival?
Yeah, it feels like it. But after a little while of just sort of standing around, a couple of guards begin to appear, and they seem to be mostly Daeron Kaidas' loyal troops rather than the Grenier. And it's quite uncommon to see the Grenier. It's quite uncommon to see loyalist troops in the palace. But there seems to be today a number of them.
Okay, cool. But
they're sort of just taking up standard guard positions. they're not really doing very much to like. They're not interfering with anyone. They're just sort of standing around.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I guess we just continue heading up, unless there's anything explicit we're looking for.
Heading where?
Well, into the court. I mean, I don't know. I expect the delegation from the banking guild to head up that way. Maybe I'm
Yeah.
misplaced, but
Yeah. So going into the sort of the courtroom, they like the people that are there are just sort of not really looking that interested at the moment. They're just sort of standing around chatting. There's a couple of guards, but again, as time goes on, more and more guards begin to appear, and then more and more people begin to fill it up. And then you begin to hear a bit of a hustle and bustle as people are like looking out of the door as it opens and closes, back towards the courtyard. And people are just mumbling amongst themselves. Eventually, the doors bust open, and you see the group make their way through. You see Daron Kaidas leading the group. Then you've got Duranda Ignis to his side. You've got a number of House Kaidas loyalist troops, including Haneri. You notice there is also Fehar Black, who is the head of the Garenia. And then you've got a number of Kaidas troops. And then you've got... so now standing in the chamber, you two need to make some sort of stealth check, because you see coming in through the doorway is also Don Marine.
Yeah, that's fine.
If I'm following them, where would I be? Would I be like...
How far do you want to try and sneak into the palace as well? I'll
Um,
allow you if you want to give it a try.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I'm not like, I don't mind Don Marine seeing me. Like, I don't mind. He would expect that we're somewhere here, right? Anyway, so maybe.
Well, maybe. It's your choice. Like you can, like you could quite effortlessly try and slip into the crowd, is what I'm saying. So it's not like you immediately have to just give away that you're here.
I mean, we can stand back for now. But can we see him
Sure,
at all or not?
Yeah, you see him come through the main doorway.
Does it look like, or him or any of his immediate people around him, like, I don't know, like an ornate dagger?
You can't quite see many of them armed. The ones that you can see that are armed, and actually this is quite interesting that a number of them are armed. A lot of the guards. Don Marine's lot have these kind of halberds that have like flintlock heads on them. And then you've also got Daron Kaidas' lot. So a lot of people are gasping at this point because quite a lot of these guards shouldn't really be armed. In the palace.
Okay.
So you're sort of just standing there. Don Marine comes in. All of them walk up to the back, and Daron Kaidas goes and takes a seat on the throne. He puts out a hand, and a number of the guards kind of just line up in front of the throne,
which is unusual as well.
Yeah. And the door is closed, and the door closes, and a number of guards stand by the exit as well.
Are there any windows?
Not really, not in this part.
As in, there aren't any windows, or there's tiny windows.
There's no windows. There's like a sort of a skylight that lets light in through the top. It's like a circular room. So the palace kind of gets its light from above.
Okay.
But Cyan, so what was your stealth check? 24.
Yeah.
So I'll say you've managed to climb outside. So like you've climbed over one of the walls and you haven't been noticed. But like there's a courtyard out the front, has a number of guards there either side.
Right.
And you just like, oh well, there's no way I'm gonna get through them. And you see the door close behind. You see the throne room door close, and you're just like, I hope Nira and Cascus aren't stuck in there.
I'm going to. Is there staff nearby?
Well, in terms of like just servants,
Yeah.
yeah, like a number. There are a number of servants who are a bit like just struck with like, well, we don't really know what to do. No one clearly told them that there was this about to happen.
I'm gonna try and find a way to get into when I get up, I think, and just kind of stay posted.
Okay.
I mean, I guess Cyan doesn't know that we're in there, though, right?
Oh yeah, I guess
was
not. No,
around
you
when you
didn't.
said that you were gonna head to court.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
just
I guess
following
not.
because Ignis.
Ignis.
So I'm gonna try and get into some servant's garb and just kind of wait around to see if I can wait until the doors are open.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Nyx would have overheard us say that, and then she maybe came back to you. But
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah, Nyx appears next to you. Cyan is like, Cascus and Hinera are in there.
Maybe Nyx
I
is the
can't get
sending
in.
stone.
I can't get in. I'm gonna try and steal some clothes, fit in around here, and then we can work out what we're doing.
All right, so you're gonna, yeah, you can probably go off and steal like some servants' garb. You see, you notice a bunch of servants going in and out of a staff room. There's just like an apron and some like rough clothes that you just throw on.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've sort of hidden yourself around. There's still no entrance into the throne room, but you might be able to go around the side if you find a spot.
Yeah, I'm
We'll
gonna
see.
go ahead and try that.
Okay. All right. So Henning and Calcifer. So you obviously are unaware of what's going on here. So you're heading off to the Emerald Armory.
Just blissfully unaware.
You arrive, and Lorenzen is sort of just testing out some sort of new contraption of some sort, some magical candle that is like blowing too much fire off the top of it. He's like, "Oh, hi, hello, you're
Right.
back."
Yeah, just had a little query actually. My knowledge has run a bit dry. We're looking to get something that would let our group kind of communicate at somewhat of a distance. Maybe not communicate necessarily, but at least keep tabs on one another.
Oh right.
You know if someone's got into danger or something. You got anything along that line? Or know of anything? I don't really know what kind of level of magic it would take.
Yeah, I could whip something up for you, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll get one of my people on it immediately. Sorry, were you saying you wanted the backfire mantle?
So I think ideally, well, who would have wanted one? Would everyone want one, apart from Cascus? Or maybe Cascus too, if he wants to get caught in Hinera's stuff.
But yeah, she's good points, right? Yeah. I
Like,
think that'll be right.
would everyone had registered an interest before we headed off, or?
Sorry.
Because I don't want to just go buy like 5 of them and then have it actually be like, oh no, no one actually wanted them.
I haven't looked it up, sorry.
Okay, should we just come back to that later then?
Yeah. FYI, just remember it has in the invested trait, right? So
Yeah, you can only have 10.
You can have 10 things invested on you at a time. So.
Shouldn't be a problem for some time.
Oh yeah, I want
eventually.
one of them.
Okay, so what I could Loran will be like, oh, I'll get it started. I've probably got a couple in the warehouse. Just let me know when you want them, and I'll send them over to you.
All right, cheers. Yeah, might need a few. One of our lot's got some new tricks that involve blowing up, oftentimes right in the middle of us. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
that doesn't sound very healthy.
Yeah, we'll need a bit of a protection from that.
Right. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, I think that's about it, really. Were you looking for anything?
Was there some sort of locator stone you were looking for?
It's just the locator stone, really.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just something so we know if someone's been taken or killed or what have you.
Well, yes, I can make you a locator stone. I can do that. It will be fairly rudimentary in terms of you'll be able to communicate through it, but you won't have like a sixth sense to be able to determine where each other is at any moment.
Right.
But you can be like, "Oh, I'm over here." For it.
Sort of a bit of like a ping.
Yeah, I mean, how many of these would you like? Because they'll all be connected, so you can all like if you want 5.
How much will they be?
Well, because you're working on something for me, I'll do them for. I'll do them for 60. Like 5 of them for 60 gold pieces.
All right, got yourself a deal.
No reason.
Should we take that out of the group kitty?
Yes.
Might as well, right? If we're all doing one.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Okay, so I'll do 60 from there. All right, I look forward to him.
He just goes over. He says it's not. So they work up to kind of like a couple of miles. Right? You're not going to be able to go that far apart.
Yeah.
Like it being one part of the city to another is fine, but if you're going over like a big valley or like a big mountain or something, it might get some interference.
Yeah,
So
it's got to be roughly the same area.
Yeah, so just be aware. Like you can't just talk for ages. But I have some plans on making some kind of magical arcane receivers and that I can push on mountains, and it will expand the distance. But that's something for another day.
That sounds pretty big, especially if you can get some like comms stuff working on that, right? Because I was kind of amazed. Apparently, back in Orphade, they can just like chat shit across the continent on like not even that high level magic.
That's true. We could.
Oh well, we're not so lucky here.
Yeah.
So the latent background magical energy of this continent is pretty great. It interferes with our communications attempts.
Weird.
Here's a 2.2.
You think the ears would act like antenna? But, that's weird. Yeah.
You fucking what?
Like, I don't know. There was this weird voice in my head that I was just wondering too. Not sure what was going on there. Yeah, I don't pretend to understand how this shit works. All right. Enning, don't you just feel so safe right now? Like nothing's going on. Like it's just a little respite from all that danger.
I could go to sleep right here. I won't.
Maybe we should go for like a really long walk somewhere where no one's going to be able to come get us.
Exactly. Let's just go somewhere they least expect us to go, so nobody finds us. Because no one's in danger and nobody needs help.
Yeah, so Lorenzen goes over to like a arcane machine and presses a button. 5
that's
enchanted
easy.
stones come out.
It was
Oh,
that
damn.
easy.
Hey,
Got
listen,
it's like a slot
we're not
machine.
that backwards. We're not that backwards in this city.
Holy shit. Damn.
He hands them over to you. Yes, come back anytime.
Oh, cheers.
And how was that business going with the fold? By the way.
I think we should be able to get started looking into it pretty soon.
Good. Yeah, brilliant, excellent. Yes, just a little bit concerned
Yeah, I can see
about
why.
all the golems. But yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I'll go back to work.
Didn't he
Alright.
agree to like decommission all the golems? Is that right?
Was it if it came to that? That was like
Oh, fine.
maybe a plan D.
Yeah. He's not like actively doing it right now. All right. So we'll
Alright.
go to
Should we-
Cascus. Oh yeah.
Should we just say we like head back to the head's heavy rest to
Yeah,
maybe
sure.
get sifting through the loot?
Cool. Okay. That's fine. All right, Cascus and Hanera. So we're back to you. Actually, let's take a break. Let's take a 15-minute break. Actually, good
Okay.
time.
Okay.
Cool. All right. See you in 15 minutes. Our little goujons
Hello, welcome back. So just before the break, the party had sort of unraveled something going on in the palace. Cascus and Hanera have found themselves locked behind a closed heavy door in the Palace of the Prophets. The Keel, Daron Kaidos, steps forward. Just a second. The echoes of his boots reverberate through the hallowed space. The eyes of nobles and courtiers fixated upon him. This kind of hushed anticipation hanging in the air. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, he began. Today marks the dawning of a new era for this great empire. An era not shackled by the inefficiencies of the past, but propelled forward by the strength of vision and purpose. He clicks his fingers together, and one of the doors in the back of the chamber opens, and you notice a bunch of guards holding in their grip what seems to be a young boy of some sort.
God.
Dressed in kind of regal attire. The royal court gasp as the padron, as the emperor, is dragged out before everyone. He says, Daron says, "Behold, our ruler," gesturing towards the child. But a child, pure and untainted by the burdens of governance. A symbol of continuity, a link between what was and what shall be. A number of people start to kind of shout out, "What are you doing with him? Traitor!" And Daron sort of, his eyes twitch a little bit as he hears that. Throughout history, empires rise and fall, not due to the weakness of their rulers, but the inability to adapt to changing times. The time for change is upon us, and destiny has chosen me to guide this empire through the turbulent waters. The weight of the moment hangs in the air. He says, in alliance with the esteemed banking guild, we shall usher in an era of unprecedented prosperity. He turns to face the emperor. Cascus and Hinera, you feel like something pressing into your back, and you sort of turn around and you see someone like poking you in the back, like a cloaked figure, who says to you, "We need to leave now."
Are they giving us a way to leave?
Yeah, they're pointing towards the door that's they propped
Okay,
open.
I'm gonna follow.
Just before, can I I've got a thing called Outcast's Curse.
Okay.
And I've also got a thing which means that touch becomes 30 feet yard. How far am I from Kaidos? More than 30 feet?
If you wanted to you could push forward a little bit, and you could get within 30 feet quite easily.
I mean, it's just, I don't know if it would really do anything, but I just want to see what it does, kind of. So basically, for 10 minutes, so you afflict your target with a curse that makes its presence abrasive and off-putting. It basically means whenever they do stuff that's deception, diplomacy, intimidation, or performance, they basically everyone receives it worse, and they do worse at it.
What's it called?
Outcast's Curse is touch, but I've got the extend touch spell feat, so touch becomes 30 feet and blah 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 blah. I mean, I just at some point I think it'd be quite amusing to do it with the devil, you know.
I don't think
They will know that you've done it.
Okay, fine. I won't.
It's somatic and verbal, so
yeah. Yeah, I think that's fine. I won't do it. I do think there's a thing I do where I'm not necessarily somatic, talky, or verbal, with oracle stuff, but
yeah,
that's fine. I will leave that room if possible.
Okay. So yeah,
I feel bad.
I don't really have. Repelling pulse. I do my big explosion in there. Whoa! I know.
a number of people start to like yell out and saying, "What are you doing? What? Like, just why?" And Darren kind of says, "There are forces threatening our lands that you would not understand. They've been hidden from you. The Emperor, the Padron, is not the person to lead us." And shit starts to just completely go crazy, and then people just start throwing stuff.
Okay, while it's happening, can I cast a spell? Or will it be
Yeah.
really obvious? I just gonna use the distraction to try something because this kid is my like second cousin, right?
I could do something as well here.
Yeah.
I've got a thing which can distract everyone. Like if that's helpful, and it would draw attention to me.
Well, yeah, but we're next to each other.
How do you mean? Oh yeah, but you could like dash off and grab him or something, and if you can do that.
I don't.
Oh, there's so many guards in between you and.
No, I was going to cast with my hero point. I think I still have it. I don't think I used it because I haven't moved it off here. Hero. Can anyone remember if I used it?
I don't remember.
I don't remember using it.
Okay, with my hero point, to make my DC higher, I was gonna try and cast Phantasmal Killer on Darren Kaidos as we're leaving. It's not material, but it is the movement one. I know I don't have to pronounce it in verbal, but I'm hoping that if there's enough going on, people won't notice it because I don't think it comes from me. But it just happens in their mind.
So doing a spell like that, everyone will know that you've cast that spell. Like even because it's not like a complete riot is going down on there, like people are just shouting and stuff. But like magic is so rarely used that like if someone just like casts an incantation, like everyone's just gonna look at the person who did that, like instinctively.
Oh, I thought
you can if you want. It will just we'll probably have to roll initiative and there'll be a chase. Probably.
Fight.
Do it.
I don't want him to die because he's an innocent child. Even though I know that it's not the best thing to do. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna do it.
I'm off. I'm sorry, but what? All right.
I'm gonna do it as I'm leaving through the door.
Is Nick seeing all of this? By the way?
Yeah, Nick's reappears next to you. Darren Kaidos, after a little while, shouts, "Enough!" And everyone,
All right, I won't
room, the room goes quiet. And the person who has the Padron sort of like tied up and like grabbed like pulls out a knife, and Darren and the entire crowd gasp and says, and Darren says, "To ensure that your loyalty is well placed, remember who controls the Padron." No one makes a move. You two can sneak off now if you'd like, or you can continue to watch. Darren,
there's like gaps in the walls and things.
Yeah, you'd be able to sort of probably sneak out the door and then sort of
So it's
watch
so
from the doorway.
Gaseous form. So I was like, could I, if shit hits the fan, I could just kind of.
Oh yeah, you could just fly out the top.
Fine. Well, I'll stay around then. He's kind of finding this amusing, without saying it.
He says, "So now that I have your attention, today we are embarking on a journey towards greatness. Embrace change, all of you, for it lies in the salvation of our empire. I humbly accept the mantle of leader, not for personal gain, but for the collective destiny that binds us all." The door. Go on.
Do I have any idea how powerful, high level in brackets, he is?
You have no idea.
Okay, I haven't heard any like great exploits or anything of his.
He did kill a dragon when he was younger.
Okay.
Like House Kaidus's sigil is a dragon, and that's because Daeronkitis famously like killed one of the last dragons in.
Okay, I don't think I'm gonna bother with the, with the spell then. I don't think there's anything I can do to help this poor child.
Daeronkitis and the Emperor both turn around and walk out of the room. A number of guards press forward a little bit, and one of the captains shouts out, all right, this is what's going to happen," to the crowd.
I'm really sorry, just to interrupt you. Can I use Vision of Weakness on Daeronkitis? So this is a new, it's a focus spell. It doesn't cause me to up my stage and thing. It's a different one, different place. But it basically, I just learn if Daeronkitis has any weaknesses. I guess that means like in stat terms, as well as which of his 3 saving throw modifier. We can do it another time, but just it was put like more information on him and like his movements.
That would be helpful, actually.
Okay.
You also gain an inherent understanding of its movements. I don't understand what that means really, but
Yeah, hang on. Let's just do that now then.
I think that's flavor. Just for the.
I don't know if
plus
there's like
2.
movements in combat though.
Yeah, I think that's just explaining why you get the +2 status bonus to your next attack roll.
Fine.
All right, so it's 3 bonuses. Right, what was it?
3 saving throw modifiers. Which of his 3 saving modifiers is the lowest, and if the creature has any weaknesses?
Oh yeah, the lowest is wisdom. No, sorry, the lowest is constitution. And do I tell you what that number is?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. And then
what his weaknesses? Again, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't think he has any weaknesses. And
he has an addiction to a kid.
No.
Weakness to power.
No, yeah.
The power of friendship. He has no friends.
He doesn't have any inherent weaknesses.
Or friends.
Okay. So eventually.
What about his saves?
Well, do I tell you all of the saves?
Which of his 3 saving modifiers are the lowest? I don't think you say what the number is, just which they are.
So
you
his
said,
constitution's the lowest.
Yeah, 3. So wisdom as well, I guess, and one of the others.
Wait, what?
So as well as which of it? Oh, which of its 3? Sorry, ignore me. Carry on. Sorry. Carry on.
That's fine. All right. Okay. So him and the Padron eventually slip away, and a guard sort of says to the various nobles in the crowd, "You notice that you haven't seen any nobles that you know are not loyal to Daeronkitis in this room. So most of them." Like some of them have shouted out, and some of them are more neutral. But there's not like Prince Althisius. There's not Tenevar Darvin. There's not those members of the council who would cause a massive fuss here.
Okay.
You notice that the Garenia themselves aren't really in the building here, so they've either been pulled out or they're just like regrouping somewhere. But anyway, so you are led through a doorway to the side, and the cloaked figure is just wearing like a sort of like dark cloth across their face, just to hide themselves, and then they're just sort of leading you round the side. Cyan, what are you up to?
So well, it depends on like how long Nyx was staying around for. Because, like, I would have had Nyx keeping a close eye on my friends. In particular. But, it kind of depends on what it is they're doing. Like, if they're coming out quickly, I will regroup with them just to get a basic idea as to what's going on. But, yeah, if they weren't, then I was going to just garper off to do heist mode.
Okay. Well, so just whilst you're waiting for Nyx to come back, maybe if this changes your mind a little bit, you see Hinera and Cyan sort of bursting out through a side entrance back into the back into the courtyard, escorted by
I'm gonna run
someone.
up to them then.
Okay, so you run up to them. There's a cloaked figure guiding them out, who like draws a knife as you approach.
Easy. Friend.
Right. The cloaked figure takes down her cloak, and you notice, you don't know who it is, but it's a Sidan noblewoman, wearing kind of like clothes that means she'll just slip unnoticed. But she's got like a sort of quite fancy jewelry, and she's got her ears pierced, and that sort of thing. And the knife she carries is very, very valuable as well.
Okay.
And who are you?
Can we talk about this later,
Yes.
please?
Let's get out of here. She goes over to a like manhole and takes it off, and then slinks into the sewers and beckons you to follow.
Disgusting.
I really would almost like to be back in there and go down there.
No,
She says-
sewer time.
This is the safest thing for you.
Okay.
So she leads you in the sewers, and then she leads you through sewers that are quite familiar to you, Cyan. Eventually, you make your way out of this exit again, same as you went in before, and burst out. You notice that the garrison nearby is completely empty.
Okay.
Feels like a red wedding situation. Are there any? Sorry.
So,
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were near here. I was on my notes.
You say the garrison is empty.
It seems to be mostly empty. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anyone there.
You guys go on ahead. This is probably my best shot.
You want some invisibility?
Your best shot for what?
Well, garrison is where I need to go for some certain objects.
Do you want Do you want some invisibility?
That would be handy.
Okay.
What are you
it
trying to
lasts
get?
for 10 minutes.
Well, you said that the garrison's empty, so I'm going to go heist mode instead.
Okay, so you're gonna go back through the sewer.
So many things
Yeah.
happening at once.
All right. Okay. We'll get to that in a sec. The person who is leading you through says gives you a letter and says, "Get to safety," and then when you have people gathered, come to this address. Do not get followed. And then she slinks off.
Meet back at the head service rest. I say to Cyan, and then I run.
You don't know if I'm there or not.
Okay.
Take-
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I guess I am. Kind of looks back and then carries on, but not particularly in a rush. Maybe whistling as he kind of walks
Yeah.
down the sewer back the way he came.
All right.
Or
So
the-
you arrive back at the head's heavy rest. Where Henning and Calcifer, you've been chilling for a bit, I guess. You see Cascus and Hanera just like arrive, looking really flustered.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
isn't
so
it so
glad.
nice to have shit not be
Yeah.
4K
You know,
and us?
it's been great. I'm so glad nothing has gone wrong.
Yeah, I just feel
Cool.
I just feel like things are really going well for us right now.
It's such a rare occurrence.
Yeah, I mean, look at all this. Look at all
Never
this look at all this in here. You read around and there's just so much shit in here. It's expensive shit. Like we've never had this much.
So good. So oh, hi guys.
Oh,
Hi, Mark.
I'm crying.
I
Are you
Oh, are you-
crying?
I'm
you,
very
uh,
stressed.
Are
Tell
you-
not show.
are those tears of happiness that we got all this
They're
loot?
gonna kill the patron.
Wait,
Well, I think they are
who?
explicitly not going to kill the patron.
Who? What? Go from the start. What?
Darren Krydos was there with a bunch of his cronies from a banking guild. They all came in to the ballroom hall place with the skylight, and then they took out a big old knife and they said, "Oh, we're gonna kill him," and then they took him away. I didn't have a chance to save him. Because Casca stopped me and made me go with him and follow this random lady.
I think you would suffice.
Well, shit. Where's Cyan?
I think Cyan is going to try and rob Darren Kydis's home.
Well, as good a chance as any. Not sure what good it does us now, apart from get us some, some extra. He just like shakes the bag of holding.
Well, we should probably go and make sure he doesn't kill himself. I do not propose joining in. I'm going to stand outside the front of the house if people start coming out.
No. Let him do it himself. That was a terrible idea.
No, I'm going to go.
No.
What?
No. No, we're part of a team.
What, you're gonna blow?
Stay.
You're gonna blow the sewers up?
No, I'm not doing
Oh,
anything
look,
violent. I'm just going to.
I'm on fire all the time, so I'm gonna go just blow the sewers up because my team told me not to.
I was not going to use any powers at all. I was going to stand out his house, and if people try and come back that way, I was going to try and distract them. That was all.
Right. Take these, by the way, and hand out each one of the stones. These should let us keep tabs on each other. Direct communication. Apparently, bit too eye magic for that. But these should let us keep tabs on where each other are.
How does it work?
Well,
You didn't ask.
just use your art.
Use my art.
Your art.
Like
Your arse?
No, you deaf or something? Use your art.
Oh, so can we talk to each other or do we track where each other are?
We can just track each other.
Okay, how do we track the other one? Is it like a compass?
Just feel it out. Just feel it out.
Or does it have a map on it that
It's
shows
a
us where they
magic.
are?
It's a magic rock. Just feel it.
I think you got scammed.
No, we didn't get scammed.
You can speak into it and guide people out.
Hello. It's really loudly into it.
Oh, my ear!
Oh wait, can we actually talk through them?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I think he sold us the wrong ones. Alright.
I thought you had got the location ones. Okay.
Alright.
Well, it does both. So.
Ooh, fancy.
Right. So we know that it works within 5 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Brilliant. Nice.
Oh, I should have got
You
one.
don't know when it's going to stop working until it stops working.
Yeah.
Just keep
I
on
sh-
doing it.
I should have got one for Hank.
What?
Well, Cyan doesn't have one,
Oh.
so you can give that one to Hank.
Yeah, Hank, you hold on to this.
Oh great! I can't really hear woofs in my ear all day.
Just like tuck it under the armor or something.
All right.
You hear ruffling from like his hair against his armor.
All right. So Cyan, you're sneaking through the sewers back to where you were before. And you see, as you round the corner again, just outside Darren Kydis's entrance to his basement, you see there's just a couple of guards stood outside, like House Kydas guards, just waiting there. They haven't noticed you as you watch them.
Is there anything in the room? Like, is there like another corridor somewhere else, or?
No. I can try and draw you. Hang on. I'm just wondering whether I can make a new battle map.
hang on. La la la. All right. Configure lighting, exploration. Can you all see this?
See a blank grid with
Yeah, that's cool.
a couple of very big squares.
Not sure why that square's there. But... right. So yeah, let's just say that the sewer is like there, and it kind of goes off like that. And then the doorway's here.
Okay.
So you're like here.
And there's some guards by here.
Yeah, and this is just all water. This is like water. This here.
Okay. I am just further down. I'm going to throw out a ghost sound.
Okay.
It's 120 feet. Components are S and V.
Systematic convertible, yeah.
I create an auditory illusion of simple sounds that has a maximum volume equal to 4 normal humans shouting. The sounds emanate from a square I designate within range. They can't create intelligible words or other intricate sounds.
Okay.
But like further down, like this way, I was thinking about maybe throwing out a ghost sound of like a woman screaming.
Okay.
To like try and get their attention away from the door.
All right. So focusing on that, are you? Is it going to be the loudest that you can make it?
Yes.
Okay. So four humans screaming is quite loud.
Yeah.
Okay. So you throw that out. The two guards sort of just absolutely jump and almost shit themselves. One turns to the other and says, "Did you just hear that?" And the other one said, "Yes, obviously I just heard that. It was really loud."
Unnecessarily.
They draw their swords and go and investigate. There's no way they're not going to go investigate.
I'm gonna slip on inside.
Okay. As you get there, the door is locked.
Okay.
Get to work.
Yeah, it is thievery time.
Okay.
19. Fuck.
19. That is a fail. As you're working on the doorknob, just sort of, it just doesn't seem to be going. You can try again. They're still like looking at over there for now.
Right.
Make a stealth check for me, actually.
30.
Okay. Should have been private, FYI, but it's fine.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, carry on. Make another stealth check. Make another a thievery check for me, please.
Okay. Oh my god.
All right. So as you're using your lockpick stuff, it jumbles out of your hand and it's just gonna like slip down. So you drop your thievery stuff. It like sort of makes a bit of a noise. A couple of the guards say, "What was that?" You probably get one more chance.
Okay, one more. Alright, come on. Oh my god.
Oh no, that's so unlucky.
Yeah. Now that your keys are all sort of gammied up, they're just not working very well, and you begin to hear them running back. They're like, "Hang on, is that someone messing with the lock?" Because you keep messing with it. You probably have to run.
Or do you kill them?
You could have one more chance, but if you fail this one, they're literally like going to be around the corner, and they'll be initiative.
Okay.
So you can either run or you can try again.
Do it.
Fuck yeah!
Okay, so you just about managed to get it open and close it behind you as they just round the corner.
I am going to try and block off the door with something.
They don't notice that you slipped in because your
Right,
stealth check was still pretty good. Like you hear them the other side of the doorway being like, "Hey, what was that?" I don't know. Oh well.
Must have been the
So-
wind.
Must have been the wind that made that
In this
spooky
sewer.
screaming sound.
Cyan has to stop himself from passing out from stress.
So you find yourself now. There's like a staircase going up just before you.
Right, time to head on up.
All right. Let me just sort out so that everyone can see this next room. I think I'm gonna. Oh yeah, I've set everyone as an owner of Cyan. So
Don't look at my character sheet. I mean, I say that there's nothing really to hide
Look,
anymore.
everyone look at character sheet.
Oh my god, you're in a Zera?
can you see? Can you see this?
Oh, there's dynamic lighting.
Yeah. All right. So you just come up out of this staircase leading up into this storeroom. You hear a number of people kind of stacking pieces of paper and writing on typewriters and click clacking with pens and all this stuff in the next room. But yeah, what do you do? You're sneaking at the moment. So
I'm going to sneak up to here and have a look around the corner.
The
I don't see
invisibility only
anything.
lasts 10 minutes, by the way.
So in the next corner, you notice that there's like a number of like bookshelves. It's kind of half like a office and half a sort of bureaucrat's workstation. On the walls, there's a number of. There seems to be there's like kind of magical stuff, I guess, like some potions. But it just doesn't seem to be anyone working there at the moment.
Okay. Coming around here. Oh, I tried to move around a wall. Apparently, there we go.
Okay. And yeah, coming up to here, it's the same sort of thing. There's a door leading off into another room here, and then there's a kind of somewhere where someone has been working recently. Like there's like a half drunk cup of tea, like a candle that's still burning.
Okay. Gonna.
And as you come over here, this is where you first start to see into like a kind of grand entrance chamber to what seems to be a kind of museum. Someone is working at the desk. There's like a bunch of pieces of paper and stacks of paper in front of him, as he's just minding his own business. As you're watching here, make me a stealth check
Okay.
Is he still invisible?
and make it private. Are you invisible at the moment?
I should be, yeah.
Oh, okay.
The last 10 minutes, so...
Okay, cool. That's fine.
Private GM roll.
Okay, so as you're sort of just stood watching him, a guard comes over and just speaks to him for a moment. Says, just to be aware, there'll be some people coming through here in a moment. And the receptionist goes, very well. And the guard goes back off.
Okay. I'm gonna have a look by here to see if there's anyone else around. I see that there's one person by
Yeah,
there.
there's like a priest from the Shayana just working on something. Like there's like just some ancient artifacts that it's kind of the priest is just kind of brushing off bits of dust and old bits of masonry from these old artifacts just to try and get to the core of them. Writing on a bit of paper nearby when he discovers something.
You mentioned there's a cup of tea by here.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and grab that, and when this guy here has his head down for a bit, chuck it across this over to this wall here.
Right.
just to like try and get his attention away from the door or something.
Sure. Well, what you can see from here is that actually over here is more where. What sort of things are you looking for in here?
Well, I'm trying to find a getaway into the vault.
Yeah.
But obviously this guy's looking towards the entrance.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Fair enough. Well, this seems to be part like quite far into like this. It seems to be like a museum of stuff just around the corner. You're not quite sure what's through that door. Like, there's no indication there's like a vault there.
All right, I'm gonna have a look around this way then.
Okay. So as you come around here, you see there's just a guard kind of just walking in circles around here, just making his way through. So in this room, hold on, just a second. So you're, I just need to try and find all my stuff. Hang on. Here we are. All right. So, yeah, make me a perception check while when you go over here.
Okay, perception. 22.
22. Okay, so you see a sort of kind of mixed menagerie of just like old artifacts, like especially when you get over here. There's just boxes of stuff, and there's like old tapestries, ancient artifacts. There's a number of various things. Like here, you get there's like like an old statue to an ancient, what seems to be an ancient god of or titan of some sort. Kind of looks a bit like a devil or demon. Daren's office. You don't seem to know which direction Daren's office is, whether it's north or south. And this guard over here is sort of just occasionally walking into a room and just walking out in and out.
So this room that I'm in now is what he's walking in and out of, is he? Or
He's sort of walking in and out of all the rooms.
I'm gonna pop over here. I'm just kind of like looking for a basic idea of like anything that points towards a direction of an office.
Yeah. So okay. So having a look at hang on. I just need to try and find where are my notes. I've got some stuff. Because quite a few different things have all closed now. Do you remember what you're like explicitly looking for here?
So I'm meant to be looking for something incriminating towards Darren Kaidas,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it was artifacts that he had plundered that from underneath the city that were supposed to remain there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I imagine I've already passed a few of them, but like
Yeah, there is a number of things here that clearly have been taken from, but you're not like you have very little magical or whatever training of your own, so you're not. It's very difficult for you to be able to tell what is, you know what I mean? Like this heist, like yeah. You can either you can either just like sneak around here for a bit and have an idea, or you should have maybe brought someone with you who might know more.
I mean,
Because I think quite a lot of the stuff here is like, yeah, it's just stuff, right? Like it's
I mean, you could always maybe try and find a way to like, I don't know, if there's like a room where there's like not much ever going on in there, like maybe unlock the window so that you could come back and have an easier way in or something. I don't know.
Yeah, there's also this door north and south as well of this museum. And actually, as you're walking around here, there is you notice that the door. It sounds like the door in the main thing. One of the doors open, and you begin to see like a whole bunch of guards rushing down from north, then walking down along with Darren Kaidas and that lot. Not with the Padron. Padron's somewhere else, but then they walk in this way and then disappear through the other door.
Hey, did they leave the north door open?
They might have.
Okay, I'm gonna try and see what I can see through the north door.
Okay. So you try it, and the north door it opens up into a kind of semi like maybe 20-foot long hallway, at the end of which is kind of a staircase that goes up. But to your right there, it seems to be a door which leads into an office.
I'm gonna try and
Which
sneak
does
into the
seem to be
office.
locked, but you can kind of like see through the keyhole. There seems to be an office in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a look through the keyhole in the office.
Make a perception check.
Perception. Okay. 23.
Okay.
I'm not having a good day today, roll-wise. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you're just looking through a keyhole, so you can tell it's an office. There's not particularly anything that you'd have to open the door first, I think.
Oh boy, it's my old friend's turn. Yeah, I'm gonna try and jimmy the lock. That's alright.
Uh-huh.
Fuck yeah! 36.
Cool. You open up the door. It seems to be a well tidied office belonging to your good friend Darren Kaidas.
Oh
On
boy.
the desk there seems to be a letter which has recently been opened and is just kind of out.
I'm gonna have a quick look at it.
Okay. What it says.
Does this have the seal of the banking guild on it?
It has a 6-pointed star on it.
I'm gonna pocket that letter. Is there anywhere where he keeps records or anything that looks locked?
Having a look around, you do open up. Like having. What was your perception check?
23.
You have a look around for a moment, and you do find behind like a painting is a safe.
I'm going to.
That's good.
Looking outside, does this look like it's? This has like any idea as to like where this can be a door to, or like where the outside of this room would be?
I think you're still underground.
Right. Okay.
The safe itself, it's a kind of small safe behind a painting, that you've got in front of you at the moment. It won't be massive, but there might be some like money in there or something else. If you could get it open, but it's got a regular key hole. It might be quite hard to open it.
probably be multiple, like a multiple challenge key thingy.
I'm gonna have Nyx on lookout duty. Let me know if there's movement coming,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna try and have a go at this safe.
All right, hang on. Just trying to have a look at the. Yeah, make a thievery check for me.
Thievery. 21.
21. That's a fail, unfortunately. This is a very well made safe.
Okay.
So you can give it another try.
I'm doing that now. 31.
All right, 31. That's a success. So you managed to click one of the outer layers of the safe's defense mechanisms, and you managed to unlock that. It allows you to delve a little bit deeper into the mechanism. Go for the next one.
All right. Another
This is
thievery check.
Sorry?
Another thievery check.
Yeah, another thievery check.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, unfortunately, this time, you mess with a part of it which snaps down and breaks your lockpick in half, and then you just begin to hear like a bell ringing inside the safe, which is making a lot of noise. It's like
Right, I'm belting out of here. I am going to try and sneak back hastily the way I came through.
Okay, yeah, the receptionist, as you exit, the receptionist is sort of coming up and passes you on the stairs, going to see what's going on, and you manage to sneak round back down to where you were before. You know those two guards are still outside the door, right?
Fuck. Alright. I'm gonna knock something over in the room.
There's like it's just a staircase here.
Alright, okay.
You can like smash a bottle or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna smash a bottle up the staircase and lean against the wall.
Right. So they're gonna open it and
Yeah.
come in. They hear
Okay,
something
yeah.
smash, and yeah, one of them opens the door, sort of peers their head in. What was that? Make me a acrobatics check to squeeze past them. It's basically like a tumble through.
Yeah. 19.
Against their reflex DC. Oh, that's a fail.
Oh.
Yeah, you bump into one. All right. So they know you're there now. They know there's someone invisible, and they shout, "Hey!" All right. I guess we'll roll initiative with these three then.
I think once they know they're there, they go from undetected to concealed. Is that right?
Yeah.
No.
So
Wait, sorry, that's wrong.
Wait, they're not.
it's from undetected to hidden.
Hidden, and then
Yeah.
concealed is one after that.
Do I need to roll for initiative then?
You need to roll. Yeah, you should roll for initiative, but it's not like they know exactly what's going on still. They just know that there's something that they need to look out for.
Can I roll stealth then?
Yes, you can.
Cheers.
Oh dear.
What?
You're not rolling amazingly today, are you, Zach?
No!
like
I
me
don't know
last
what's going
week.
on!
Last week I rolled loads of twos. You have to
Alright.
turn on the thing that they have in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Armor die.
So this one is going. So he's going to make an athletics check to grapple you, but it first needs to pass a flat check to target you. It's 12, so I think that's a success, right? It's the flat check just took DC 10.
Is it 10 or 15? I think it's 10.
Yeah, I think it was hidden. Yeah, 11 flat check. Yeah, DC 11. That's fine. So then it's gonna make a athletics check with the DC of. So it's a 19. Do you know what your DC is? It's definitely, that's fine. Yeah, you've succeeded on that. Then this next one is gonna be like, hey, what's going on? He's gonna use a seek action.
So what does that mean?
Make a perception check. He's gonna make a perception check.
Against.
Against your stealth DC.
How do I know my stealth DC?
10 plus stealth modifier.
Okay, so that would be a DC 29.
Okay, yeah, he fails that.
Ooh, 29.
All right, your turn, Sam. So they're still in front of you, so you still need to tumble through them.
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt another tumble through.
Okay.
Come on, Cyan. 23.
The reflex DC is 21. So yeah, that succeeds.
Awesome. So I'm on the other side of him, right?
Yeah. You're just gonna leg it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking leg it.
Alright, so bursting past them, you absolutely leg it. I think you're probably faster than them as well. Right?
My movement speed is 25.
Actually, it's not that much.
But when I've gone around a corner or something,
Okay.
I'm going to use my change shape to turn into a fox.
Okay.
Because they're expecting a person, they're not expecting a fox.
All right. Well, I'll say you managed to get past them. There. All right. We'll go back to the rest of the group then. So just about managing to get away. Just... All right. And eventually you meet the rest of the party back at the Head's Heavy Rest.
Oh, I'm back, am I?
I guess so.
Okay.
Yeah, you managed to sneak out.
All right, what'd you manage to get?
Well. So here's the thing about heist.
You got absolutely nothing, didn't you?
I don't have nothing, I have information. Which, I don't think we're really looking for anything to tarnish his reputation anymore. I think he's done that already.
Yeah, I think anyone who could have turned against him... I think anyone now who would have turned against him based on this is probably, well, probably already would if they could.
Okay. So, we're looking for a temple in the Undercity of Lenora.
A temple?
I'm gonna pass over the letter. A place of trials, it mentions. Does that
You mean-
remind you people of anything?
Right,
Do you already have it? Is it one of the things we got from our loot?
No, I doubt it. They're looking for something connected to the gloom, I would wager. We should probably bring this to the Whisperleaf Collective.
yeah, I mean, if they know that they're after him, then, well...
Is it not wise we, there is a large collection of the court that likely are, not best pleased with Daenerys Ignis at the moment. I think if we do this thing in this temple, it would be worth considering whether or not we should try and incite something on the surface as well.
I like that thinking.
What kind of other forces are there around here? Do they have the whole city guard on their side?
I doubt it. They use
about-
their own soldiers when they're in that room. They will not get any of that. Not any.
What about Laroccan?
Well, I think
Lorraine?
Lorandon.
Lorandon.
Lorandon, sorry.
Well, Lorandon is
The rock and roll.
Lorandus is close with Prince Althisius and that part of the Garenia. I think we should try and get their support. Let them know as much as we can about what's happened and what we've heard. That letter.
Look, if everyone in that throne room right now is being held, basically held hostage, right?
Well, we do not know that. They could be dead.
If the Stone Guard could come and bust them out right now.
We can't really deal with the Stone Guard when those fold fuckers have so much control over them. As far as we know, they're in cahoots with what's going on.
Why don't we do a deal with the Fold, no? Can we not... What do they want? You've spent time with them.
I think they want us and everyone else to die.
Yeah, they want to return everything to the primordial ooze that it once was, where we were all being destroyed by nature.
And frankly, I think a city under the destroyed city is better than one under Kaidus's grip, no?
Not when we want its help in getting rid of the banking guild.
Also, I don't think it was
Guild
just...
get what they want here, then there's no much point of any of this, no? If they get this thing and this letter you mentioned, then it doesn't matter. I think we do not have much choice.
Also, Cascus, you seem to be under the impression they were just talking about the city.
Well,
that's not the impression I got.
Well, no, that's fine. Sure, I imagine they do on the whole world, but that is completely unreasonable. They take the city, that does not mean they get the world.
I think Cascus does have a point originally about inciting something. Kaidus, he's engaging everything from the perspective of someone who is helping everyone. If we turn popular opinion against him, he will be forced to try and save face.
Yeah.
We were given a letter by that woman in the cloak.
Right.
Is to bring allies when we are ready.
I thought it was when we were just all together.
I feel like if something's gonna happen, it's gotta happen. We gotta do it real soon, right?
Oh yeah.
Anyone
we're all
who...
together. Shall I? Sorry. You go.
Yeah. Anyone in that throne room who is not now who isn't gonna be vowing to Kaidus and Ignis and whatever conglomeration they're making right there. What if they don't bend the knee? Maybe they just get fucking killed, and then we have got no allies if we give it a day or 2 or 3 or what?
I think we should. Yes.
Who do we have right now? Maybe Whisperleaf, maybe Silver Shadow, maybe Lorandon. If he can bring the Stone Guard around, knock those doors open and free the people with some real sway, get them to not just be sitting in there cowering.
I think we bring this to the Whisperleaf Collective first. Any fight that breaks out, Banking Guild are going to try and sneak around and go for this artifact, and we can't do that when they're trying to open Rift. We can't let them get what they want. We need to bring this to the Whisperleaf Collective.
They might be on their way to seize Lorandon already. I think we need to get over there.
We need to split up.
Can I give one of those things to Cyan?
Yeah, it's good.
Oh yeah, I'll reach into Hank's armor and we should be able to communicate a bit through these. Not sure how far, but we should be able to locate each other within a mile or 2.
Okay, right. So somebody's gonna go to the Whisperleaf Collective with the letter.
That will be me.
Somebody's gonna go to Loranican. Sorry, I said his name wrong. And Lorandon. And I think when we are there, we also ask for the location of Prince Althisius, and then one of us goes off there and tries to get him on board or something. Helena, maybe you'll go see Shadow. What's her name? Silverleaf.
I think there's every chance.
Shadow.
I think there's every chance. There's every chance we might need to expect a fight when we get to the Emerald Armory. I think
Well,
they,
I
I
think
think
we
they,
should
I
stay
think they're
as a
coming.
group.
I think they're coming for him. I mean,
Let's go
wouldn't
there
you?
right now.
If you were
Well,
throwing
no,
a
no,
coup
no.
and you got that, he's the one with the most power in this city. They need to get him.
Fine. I agree. Most of us would be going that way. Okay, let's go there, and then we have a few things
Yeah.
we need to do after that. Once we've made sure he's okay.
Whisperleaf can defend themselves.
Okay.
Okay. So I think we're going to the Emerald Armory.
All right, so you're gonna head to the Emerald Armory.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is that all together?
I think so. Yeah.
But I think going that way is reasonable. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I mean, it's near the Undercity as it is anyway.
Yeah, it's
It's
not
near everything.
that far a detour.
No.
Can I open the letter that she gave us on the way?
Yeah. So the letter says, all of those loyal to the Padrin, to meet at the Capivera in the basement
Is there a time?
tonight. Just says.
Okay, well, we're head to. What time is it?
It's probably like 4 p.m. or so.
I'll go to the Emerald Armory first.
Yeah, it's
Right.
probably good to pick up Lorandon on the way.
Yep.
All right, so you make your way over there in quite a rush. A lot of people just seems to be going around their daily business and not quite knowing what's going on in the palace. But you burst into the Emerald Armory, and Lorandon's like, "What are you doing? What's going on here?"
Have you not heard
Heard what?
the coup?
Oh shit! It's happening! It's happening!
Yeah.
Happening,
When
everyone
is this
stay calm.
happening?
Are you...
Cask is going to keep an eye outside.
Anyway, yeah, there's a coup going down. We reckon they're going to be coming for you, given, you know, and I just like look down to the amulet and like the power that you hold.
Oh well, we must stand against this tyranny. He like
Yeah.
starts going through a bunch of random shit in his drawers, just like packing a bag of holding with emergencies. Cascus, standing outside, you begin to see like a number of Kiraxes flying in the air.
Towards us.
Yeah.
Okay, Kashkis turns back. Old man, no time. Grab what you can. We're going now. Is that a back entrance? A back exit?
Back exit. I could barely afford to do the main one.
Is it a wooden building?
No, it is made of like marble.
Oh,
Nero,
we
can
can't
you-
just break down the door then.
Can you make Lorandon invisible?
All right, here we are. So Lorandon is
Fine.
just running out as you notice a
Can I-
bunch of.
Can I burn the building down on the way out if I have his permission? Because I don't want them to like steal the secrets.
Marble.
I can't see anything.
Hang
Hang
on.
on.
Books and woods and stuff, right?
Yeah, I mean you're still in the building for now, so.
Okay,
let's
so
just
as we
do this for now. Hang on. Do I have permission to burn this building down?
yeah.
Just wait until we get out of here first.
That's
No,
your
I
solution
think
to
now.
everything.
All right, so standing aside, Lorandon runs over and is like, "All right, I've got everything I needed." And then a number of Kiraxes burst in through the windows. We'll do.
I'm not on the map.
Yeah, missing,
Oh, you're not.
missing one. That's just how sneaky you are.
Yeah.
There's a hiding behind Hank.
All right, if you want to roll initiative.
Where's the front door?
Down here.
Okay.
Are we doing perception?
Yeah.
I feel like he'd be able to make himself invisible.
I'm sorry, I
Yeah,
just did a
no, I
normal
mean-
perception check. Sorry. I've got no token on the scene. I think you might have grabbed the wrong one, mate.
Oh, it's probably your old one actually.
They're exactly the same, which is not helpful.
Need some new art.
Yeah.
Or new Hero Forge. Just turn it red, I guess.
Oh, hang on. Oh, my Lorandon token is not working. All right. Actually, what we'll do is we'll stop a bit early today.
and I'll set up this battle for next session, because we'll probably have to stop halfway through the battle anyway. So we'll stop here, and then we'll start next session. And if with the rest of your time, if you wanted to go through the rest of the loot, maybe.
Yeah, just
sure.
another thing would be quite handy as well, just
Cool.
to list out all the people we want. We can do it off stream, but just...
Yeah.
Amazing, cool, yeah. All right, well, thanks for playing today.
Yeah, thanks for running.
Sorry for having to finish a bit early, but it's probably best to finish that now. So we'll finish now. Thanks for playing, and see you next week.
Yeah, see you next week.